discipline that we get leaked. It sounded like trash.
Addison hauls it in.
People were like, oh, come on.
Able to slither by. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Listen, everybody wanted to sign. Def Jam put me in the Peninsula Hotel, and I was there. We got on the plane, flew back, and
overshot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea. They were trying to throw it to the side, but he let it just a little bit
tens of thousands of dollars every
receiver.
week, waiting to sign the deal.
Incomplete.
So, yeah, I again, Kobe
second down, it's
couldn't come into the league.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Right? People don't talk about
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down,
and that's
a lot of big plays to be broken.
So for me, I wasn't ready to be
here on third
a
down,
coach player. And something instinctively
this will be incomplete.
I wouldn't have got that
gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Ryan right now.
But the things that he's accomplished in music and entertainment space and his entrepreneurship, it'll live forever, right? And so to get that information from the
Chicago works their way back on the field here for their second drive of the game.
Even though that's
got
my
a
game,
7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10.
Got that $1 million. Because I thought I was
on the ground. It's Swift to
so
start the drive.
There's stories I can't say
blown
who,
up quickly.
but there's stories
He's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That play blown up on a really nice effort by Jerry Tillery.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility is in getting to the field and working. But how about his vision to see where the ball was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
I'm just saying. Okay.
Williams throw complete and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Got on.
Here's third and 9.
Instead of getting in the studio and getting the information, I was living the life. And so that caused a strain between him and I.
Williams.
This was like the coach's kid thinking he was.
Coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Mace was dating a girl.
Tillery running in there and setting him down.
I started dating a girl, and that caused like a big
now
thing.
on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on departed away.
Like, yo, what you doing? Like Kobe coming to the Lakers, and you want to go after Shaq's joint. Like you can't do that. And that's what I was on for '98. I wasn't focused, and it wasn't until '99. After that season,
they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. First and 10.
Just that year, and Randy, and
on first down, Darnold.
she said, "She's not just
before getting this inside 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
We had an argument, and she said, "Yo, you're nobody." That's you. Yes. Yeah. You're nobody. You ain't so one record. You think you style, you think you that, you're nothing. You haven't seen a record.
Just a yard and a
half
there to bring up the second and 9.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he's actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately.
R&B divas and pop divas.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
And I wasn't doing that.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
All right, I carry your bags. Let's get in the studio. And that's what we did. So the entire '99. I was
able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9.
And that's how we made that.
That's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Song that way, guys. The song back here. You want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because it'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Easier PB. And
to throw on second down is Darnold. Completes this to Addison out left.
He's like, yo, if you
here comes third in the length of the football.
And he's like, who's the guy that goes?
They'll try and run for this with Akers. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Nick's dragging on the floor because he's a big guy, fur guy.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
I got everything that I came for.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are within an extra point of time.
It feels like back then, at least to me anyway, listening to you talk, it felt like it was more important to prove how street you were. Like walking up on Jay and asking Jay why you still got your gun, getting into shootouts with Junior Mafia. I don't know, it didn't feel like you were... Anybody was focused on rap back then. Quarterback read it fly as soon as the target came through.
Well, I'm not sure if it was a competition to be tough.
Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So all even at 7 now as they take it away.
Getting shot at.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
360.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing in their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they're going to string together a nice drive to help themselves out.
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made just shy of 40.
I'm really stuck on that. Like, why did you care?
It was a figurative thing.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
But that's not what we used to do.
A yard short.
Guys in the music videos like Jason,
on first down.
like Kimpton.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. In this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 36th Street.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it out. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
That's where I came from.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise. I think they would have a pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it did.
46-year-old shot.
Change of possession here on the hindsight.
Why would you do that? Why would you jeopardize your career?
Over 1st and 10.
It's difficult to make the transition.
I get it. I always wanted to. You got out of prison. I got explored in the dock a little bit.
I think, I came out with the wrong energy.
8 here. They double their left face up to the 16. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And the energy you're coming with is dangerous.
2nd down, another shot to Jones. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22.
Lack of focus.
41 yards now on the ground, just 7 carries.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football.
That was the most
I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Let me put you on pause for a minute so that you can figure it out, because the direction you're going.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
So I think that was a colossal mistake
and a
to come out and
looks like
focus
we've got a
on the
Vikings slow to get up. Now 2nd
which is
and
one of
9.
the greatest thing that I've been able to do is to focus on myself.
And they'll try the air now
take
with Darnold.
responsibility for the things that I've done.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
I want to go.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
The coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Attacking the government to attack them. I'm actually reporting live from the streets of Mesopotamia and other
They'll
parts.
stay on the ground with Swift. They'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
It was always said that himself didn't understand the snitch, but witnesses he put on the stand cleared him and pointed at you.
Absolutely. Not that
expression
It
3
just
yards in a cloud of dust.
They lie. Because even today, I'm still not saying anything to get him in trouble.
Right, you said you didn't see shit.
Right?
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on the players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well, because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of
The person that Joe alleged got into an argument, they were saying that the issue was with you and him, and you were signed to him before, or something. That was the story.
I don't know what type of drugs Flex is on, what type of mental breakdown he's having, but that is absolutely
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This
They
is
got
the
8
first
yards
time
there.
you've ever heard
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
say such ridiculous, outrageous statements. So Nas's line, when Nas said, I don't like the way Diddy did shine with different lawyers, everybody's lying on Diddy now. Like, come on. The Chris Little next little cover, before it started. Everything that I'm saying now and saying, it doesn't mean that I didn't forgive
our score
Diddy
after 1.
and move on. But when Little Rod,
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they got it with 4th down and 1.
And making Sean take the back.
The tough yards, they run it with
that changes things. Right? And then you're looking at it like, okay,
here as he's taken down at the 24.
Then the guy that Little Rod said was
7 yards
carrying the drugs
the decision to go for it.
on the
Seems to
planes.
be a good one.
They get them at the hangar, and the guy got the drugs on the plane and gets arrested by the feds. So then you're like, okay, well, if he wasn't lying about that,
can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8
maybe
coming
he
up.
is telling the truth.
How do you forgive that, though? Sitting 10 years in the box, knowing,
We know this is turn the point of attack.
Diddy told them a bad boy, and all the artists will say that it was all about family, right? That's what it was sold on. It was family. We all the family. We all together. We all in this together.
It's the tight end
It shit the fan. It wasn't a fan. It was every man for himself. You get out and you forgive him. And
I didn't forgive him right away. If you notice, when I got out, I was attacking him too. It was one of the most erroneous strategic moves that I made, because I was fighting with Diddy, I was fighting with 50, I was fighting for Drake, I was fighting with Rick Ross, I was like Samson, pushing the Bills to collapse on me. So there wasn't an instant forgiveness. I got out in 2009.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. How about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
To meet him.
Doesn't hurt to have an arm like that.
That was the first attempt at forgiveness. But I was still in a place of he owes me his life. He owes me. He's a billionaire. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have been a billionaire.
How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away?
He went to jail, and heaven knows what would have happened to his career.
Bayless Jones now from his end zone.
That's worth at least $2 million out of $1 billion that you're worth. And interestingly enough, one of the things that Cassie alleges in her
the Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they crossed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that was actually hurt him 3 times.
He was around back then?
Cost him potential points.
Oh, 2012. Okay.
Get a touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. That was the first attempt at reconciliation. I got out in
Really tough
2009.
sequence right there.
And then
I don't think
took a
coaches
couple
have to
years
remind
before
them to hold on to the football. They just got to find a way to get it done.
He owed me something.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you start to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
50 racks, like,
for that whole 10 years you were in jail, he didn't reach out to you at all?
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 63 yards rushing for this. He has been tough to stop here this first time.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Into my spirituality, got into my trees.
Here's the option. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
$2 million.
Keeper gets in 7 that time, and it'll lead to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
You know, continue
they'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Because they always said that you and Brother Star got yesterday. They said y'all were cool before you even.
So here's a 1st and 10 now.
Exactly. So why didn't you side with him that day?
Well, no, but it doesn't work like that. You know, it doesn't work like that. Like literally,
they will run
Scar,
straight ahead with
the whole
Swift.
crew, Brooklyn kids.
St. John's watched it out.
I know those guys.
19 yards for DeAndre Swift. And the Bears are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Remember 99, we spent the entire 99 making this record. So I'm happy about to shoot the bad boys video.
These guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown here,
Santos
to kick this one away.
And I'm not going to leave aside and be like,
let's take it in right around the goal line.
I'm going to do that.
But Puff was able to get Scar to help his case, not yours. Now,
Somebody put him out.
Scar's not him.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
I don't think so.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
If you're in the offensive tunnel, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Like I said, I'm focused on the leads.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I'm really, again, I can't come up here
4 yards the pickup,
and
first
not
down.
talk about my life to talent.
I got to. I mean, that's actually the beautiful redemption arc.
Absolutely.
Yeah. When I think about you saying that you almost got killed back in the day. I think about I heard about a car accident that you was in.
Yes.
A nice scan from this defense.
That's Carolina. One got killed. Yeah. So I think about that happened like a couple weeks before the shooting, right?
That puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Okay.
After this, I got my deal. I got the 600.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Donald's throw pulled in here by Powell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35.
Because I still want to block. I want to block after. So I was supposed to my cousin going through it. It's like I was one of my childhood heroes.
Donald down to throw.
And so, I always come on the block and take everybody.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
So it's been a lot of tragedy.
Breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
But there's been a lot of tragedy, but there's also been trying.
Vance keep getting in his face. Now let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Can't tell anything was
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd down, they'll look to throw.
All these years later, despite
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. And now that brings up down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
For him to call witnesses that were saying the same thing, because that's the truth.
This is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchdown.
To pray, because
At
that's
the
what I
line,
got
prepping
convicted.
for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the
was
weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, nothing's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well.
Complete agree with that.
Big play on the catch and run. 53 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fall
and I refuse to do that. It was like, okay, I give you a
94 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to the Matthew Fountain end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Reggie upstairs.
Combat Jack.
Rest in peace.
Looking to throw. Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball down really well, like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
But definitely,
and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jakeem Grant from 10 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Doctor, she said, I just got shot by Diddy. But then when she got
able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
Both of us.
That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And the end result
is she got paid up.
Touchdown.
I can't expect it.
Luongo now from his end zone.
I don't know what happened. I just know that.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And that's what I did in the second reconciliation.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see Charles if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
With the second forgiveness.
Reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Darnold trying to hustle everybody along with the clock moving.
But I was going to the House of Representatives.
Darnold's the throw here caught by Addison. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Off of play action, Darnold.
To the heights that I wanted to soar.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. He'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
All the people that I've ever attacked, I've expressed contrition for that. I was just in a different space.
Now
getting in that space, I'm willing to help Belize.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I congratulated
Second down and 8.
President-elect Trump, and I congratulated Vice President Harris.
Now Darnold.
It's about Belize. Republican and
Rush coming in, he's taken down.
And that's not African.
That's a loss of 5 on the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the gap in distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
To my electorate, because they want a serious person that's dealing with serious policies that are going to solve the problems in their lives. They're thinking about,
back to throw, Darnold. It's a touchdown.
That's what they're thinking about. And they don't want a guy on stage.
Touchdown here in this first half.
They want 5 minutes so
Vikings
he's going to come and get the
score here in the final minute of the first half.
But he was like, no, you know, you got to do it for the legacy.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early.
You know, the flag got to come down.
No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
On stage, first time that's ever happened for Belize, and he was chanting Belize.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold, flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game.
I got nothing for that other than promoting Belize.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but they identified an open target and put it right on.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the scores. The kicks away.
Paid, I think,
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Have you really moved on from any situation? Because I saw you say on camera all that you healed from it, but then you also say he destroyed your life. And it feels like after he went to prison, you started kicking his back.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
So after you perform with him, once you hear those rumors, it triggers you.
Gets him right around the 43. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Then the guy gets caught with the fanny pack.
Now Williams looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll get that complete to his tight end Connect. And we're going to get a timeout. There's 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
So that makes you look at him crazy. Then the video comes out.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
So only you people know the truth about that night.
As it comes in the
right? So if you know the
moments
truth,
quarter
and then
number
you hear
2.
Rod say something like that, you like, oh, word?
Exactly.
You out here bragging about it?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I get it.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So no sooner did the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go.
That they get closure and they heal.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway.
Why he is where he is, because sometimes it seems like the hand of God slapped me a few times.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And I reform. I rehabilitate him, so I'm not going to condemn Diddy in perpetuity. It's time for him to find his
Madison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take possession. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one, because he's paying off his results.
So he never apologized. He never said, yo,
man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history,
tradition,
so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Give it 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. In this case, I think the free safety coming up and making the big time play.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
A ticket would have been.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times.
They offered you a deal, right? They offered you a deal if you finished something.
Ground game has not been as well as the right there.
I want to know in '99, of course, with everything going on,
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
that whole year tight, right?
And he'll be taken down.
Was there anything that you seen that looked a little
You want to go to the free balls? I asked, right? It was called free balls. You see the baby oil.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them.
And then the violence that people are saying that come up and all these things. I wanted to ask also,
I should get my own
He's got
confession.
the tight end Hawkinson.
And do the remix.
And he'll be taken down here just shy.
Break that down how that call came and how y'all did that, because that was something that we haven't seen or heard before back then.
Yeah.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Addison
will go in motion left.
Divine
Go back to the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked it
right in your books.
So the completion good for 6 yards.
So I had my Yamaha, you use your Yamaha.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
When confessions came out, I got that. And the confessions.
Down, here's a run by Akers. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Without anybody reaching out to me, then Mark Pitts and Jermaine Dupri reached out to me.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, this is the point.
Down to 16.
My message.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So it was easy work for me, and I already had started formulating lyrics, and I literally was in my cell.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line.
I recorded it in the yard.
Montez Sweat caught him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I got my guys.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Because any day could be your last day incarcerated. And so yeah, I'm
back to
being
throw.
on the phone.
Oh, Darnold loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
I hated the music industry around that time. The reason I hated the music industry around that time because I felt like they were rewarding
as well,
the first shit
lost to football there in
because
the
50 had just sold
And sometimes we
a bunch of records, and he got shot 9 times. And I felt like Def Jam was just giving you the deal. They were really looking for authentic. That's how I felt. Like they were looking for authentic street dudes who had like real street stories, and they were just rewarding people for that.
I disagree. For the most part, maybe there are some record companies that
you miss it, and it's jubilation on the other sideline.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
But I go back to what I said.
And now off to the races down the right side. And we go down the middle before getting this inside the 30. 142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So now then the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Once again it's Swift.
You can't blame Tupac. You can't blame Sean.
And he is in. Touchdown,
I
Chicago.
go back to what I said.
DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have broken the tie.
My lyrics. I said,
Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Is responsible for violence.
1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive. They got him in the end zone.
For living the life. A system.
Well, I said I hated his record.
He will be
No,
brought
what I'm
down
saying, so
inside
the system
the 20. Good coverage
creates
as he's dropped at the
the art
17.
that we project. And so, in the creative space, you have the right
We have seen
to
a lot of
express
points here
your
in this
art.
quarter. For
And
us
so I
up
don't
here in
think
the
it would
booth,
be
it's
fair
been fun to watch. The defensive
music
coordinators
industry
probably
to
scratching their heads.
suppress anybody's art. There's a debate as to censorship and how far you go, what's responsible, what's irresponsible. But 50's lyrics, I knew him before he got shot 9 times, and he was always an artist. He was in Daddy's house writing for Diddy, writing for other people.
And a short pickup here as we
But
go
he told
to
his
the
story.
11-yard
Wasn't lying.
line.
And so some shit stories that
Leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
get
Not
the
the start to the drive they were looking
Jimmy
for.
had
That run
patience.
doesn't do much at all.
No, not
So
at all.
Jimmy
It
had
leaves them with
patience.
third and
We're not
long,
going to
and
pick
you
up
know
Death
this
Row.
is the time of
Time
game where these drives
drop Death
really
Row.
start to matter. They've got to make some
I don't
moves.
know. You know, it's a conundrum because our art
going for Jefferson
is a result of the society that has been created by the powers that be, and our art has also been a blessing from God for us to escape those harsh realities and do better. So if there's one thing I can say though for people coming up now is hopefully they learn from the mistakes that I've made and they try to make that transition and turn that corner before it gets too late. You saw Young Thug, just get off. Thank God, he got his freedom.
They were
You
already
see
starting
Dirk,
to walk back as that one is
facing
accepted.
life.
So the special
For
teams
that
penalty
abatement
cost
to
some
murder.
yardage there as they
My
come out
prayer,
on
my
first and
hope is
10.
for this new generation to learn from what I've been through, and not have to face that 10 years of that life
On the throw, let him
sentence to
too
turn the
much
corner.
that time.
But
It's
I'm very
incomplete.
careful, even today.
Critical for those
I
types of
still
throws. He put a
finance
lot of
musicians,
zip
and
on
he's
that
always
one.
trying to help
Needed
them
just
out.
a little bit more finesse trying to get
That's
it to
their
his
art.
back.
I can't tell a young musician in the league
Second and 10, he'll look to
to
throw
sell
again.
drugs or was a part of a gang. Domestic violence is a means of survival. I can't tell him what to sing about. Right? Who am I? Like, he's singing about his life.
Oh, I agree with that. And I feel like 50 did have great music. I guess for you, it was like, why is that genuinely, man?
Because I had good music too. The Shy album was a classic. That was a great album.
But you have been in jail for a minute.
No, I was in jail 2001, 2004, but here's why Def
simply would not be
For the
denied.
same reason
They say that
Dr.
life's
Dre
all
was on
about
the phone.
opportunities, and that
Wanting
holds
to
true
sign
when you're
me.
playing defense as
Why
well.
Jay-Z came
How about him
to
seeing
Rikers
that
Island
chance,
and
making
the
the most of
Why
it, did a
Word
great
it,
job
like,
of
this
wrapping
is what
him
I'm
up
saying.
and bringing him down.
There has to
On
be
it's the
something
punter,
about Shine
Johnston now
that
as
no
he
matter
sends
what I
this
go
one
through,
away. And it's
people
fielded at the
keep wanting
34.
to sign. There has to be some
Possession
extraordinary
goes
talent
over
there
here
because
on the
Murder
punt.
Inc.,
And the Vikings will take
Nas,
over here first and 10.
Irv Gotti,
comes
Ja Rule,
Minnesota.
Ashanti. I was in
And
the
our game's
box
hit a
on
little
Rikers
bit of a
Island.
lull here, a
Literally
little
all
bit of a
came up
snag.
there
Punts
to
on
sign me. Suge
back-to-back
Knight
drives.
wanted to come and see me.
And old school
Everybody wanted
coaches
to sign me.
don't necessarily
David Wild,
mind
shout
that.
out to Rough Riders.
Didn't turn it
Everybody
over,
wanted to
right?
sign
Didn't
Shine.
create a big
I was
play
behind
for
the
the other
ball.
team.
So it wasn't a matter
Right
of,
now, what you're looking
he's locked
for
up. Anybody can
is
get
can
locked
you
up.
gain an
It's a matter
advantage in
he's
field
nice.
position?
So it was a big
And
blow.
that's
He
what
just,
both teams
yeah,
are
he
seeking
put
right
out,
now.
he put out
Be seeking to gain that
a great
advantage
album
here on this drive.
because there were questions about Shine until that Bad Boy
second down.
song dropped. And when that Bad Boy song dropped, the music industry shook. Everybody was like, okay.
Sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Bonnie and Shine and That's Gangsta, and then the entire album, the Neptune song with Pharrell, people gonna die. Like, there's some serious records coming on. That's Fat Joe's favorite song. I bet Fat Joe at All-Star Weekend. Because Pete and his whole crew, and they're like, yo, commission. That's my song. Like, people grew to love Shine, and the body of work spoke for itself. So whatever speculations, whatever misconceptions were had, when people listened to the work of art, and they saw the life, and they saw the real situations that I was going through, all they did was give credibility to what I was saying. But if what I was saying was trash, if it wasn't great, then it doesn't matter how tough you are.
When did you decide to give up rap? Because I'm sure when you came home, or even recently, I'm sure people have tapped you to say, hey, I want you to give up my record. I want to hear your voice on my record.
Why do they talk like this, bro?
The last couple of years, and how many times have you said no?
I've said no several times. Respect to my guy Busta Rhymes. He was one of the difficult no's because came out, he was pleased. He brought an AP for me.
And they will set up
He's
shop
a
at
local
their own
home kid.
46-yard line.
He's a real stand-up,
Turnovers,
solid
Charles,
guy.
you figure will
And
be
then
key
he
in the
wanted me to
second
do a
half, and
record
that's a
with
big
Nas.
giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of it.
He's not prayer, right?
He'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You still perform? No.
No, like
Not even at all. Not even charity events, nothing at all.
Well, I did the charity event in the UK.
Going right back to Akers. And he'll get it down here to the the 43.
And I did the Lifetime Achievement.
4 yards, the pickup, first
those are
down.
legacy moments. So, like, sure, if the Grammys, says, they want to give me
go in motion left.
an award, or they want me to be,
toss this right side
things like that. That's legacy.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Lose a yard there, and it's
for the documentary.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
An album for the documentary, but it's so difficult.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Catch
is made by Hawkinson, the tight end.
A mass party.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
Has any team reached out to you since New Orleans interviews? Just, because, I'm sure.
No, I think
his team would have statement.
What a statement say.
That's a 2nd and 8.
But we had a phone call when because there's a journalist in Belize that,
and that'll be incomplete.
So that's why
Beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They got to get it to the 21 here on
I'm not going to take the fall again, because, this particular journalist
to the air again,
in Belize was trying to say, Diddy's your guy.
Over the middle, complete to
that's your friend,
Addison.
and how do you think it's going to affect your
I think he got there. No.
That's your bad. Exactly. No, I'm crazy. So then that's when I'm like, hold on, why are you trying to pretend
reputation of being go-to guys on third down? And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that first down.
Broke the one tackle, couldn't spring himself free.
Donation. Howard
And he
scholarship.
picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now first down carry by Jones.
Create and rewrite history. This is destroying my life. That's soundbite. It's not me wanting to talk about that. These are the first interviews that I'm doing since his tragedy befell him, and I can show you every media house reaching out to me over the last couple of months. But I refuse to do it. But now I have a documentary coming out, so I have to engage.
Said Mr. Combs categorically denied Mr. Barrow's allegations, including any suggestion that what you reaching for? Make sure. Including any suggestion that he orchestrated Mr. Barrow to take the fall and sacrifice him by directing witnesses to testify against him. He's
got his tight end over the middle. TJ
Hawkinson. All charges in '99, and he appreciates the path that you're on and wishes you continued success. And it's unfortunate that you chose to repeat these allegations. Mr. Combs trusts that responsible journalists will wait both to establish legal outcomes and Mr. Combs' positive, long-standing support for those he has worked with.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
Even if what happened to Diddy didn't happen.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Amazon Black Friday week is here.
The Bears now ready to take over.
Out of this commercial,
New deals added every day.
That's the bad news. The good news.
Shop great deals all week on Amazon.
And he's going to be
That would have to be in the
pickup of
documentary.
7 past
And
the
it would
30
have
to
been,
the 32.
That's
bit
going to
more
warm the hearts
did
of
it.
all those old school football players.
They blame it on the lawyers.
Hard,
We
green
forgave
run,
him.
got behind his
The
pads,
Rod thing
pulled
comes
over
out,
a few people,
and he's
but
bragging about shooting up the club and having me take the ball. I don't know
This will
who
be
this
a
guy
Bears
is.
first down as the tackle made
And then
just shy
all
of
these
the
other
40.
accusations come out that he's like, no, it's not true. And we see the video. Listen, I don't know who this guy is, and I'm not taking the fall again. So,
Over the middle, and that's caught by Komet.
next to him,
So the
in that
conversion good
regard,
for 7
this is the
there.
fact. We're not going to rewrite history.
Second down.
And we're just telling the facts.
I got a couple more questions. We got a whole documentary out to explain all this stuff. But how can you be comfortable with people
Operating from the gun.
assisted in your career, but they were still friends with Puff, and they maintained a relationship with him, knowing what happened?
3.
It was difficult. It was extremely difficult. But as I said, I got to a space where, the currency capital that I was looking at is how relationships can benefit.
That gain of 9 buys them a new 7 downs.
It was
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree and pregame warm-up.
and to
Always
understand
remember that when we go to practices, we see that
who's
after
really
practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why
and
they're
then I
find him
moved
in this
on.
type of a
Like I said,
situation.
I'm not the one he's the one
To
that
throw on second
put
down.
the
There he
smell
goes,
in.
right
Cassie's the
side.
one that put the smell. I'm the one that brought these things to come back to life.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
No, I'm saying, when all these lawsuits came out, I thought about it. Well, listen, if he goes down 30 mil, then I should get 100 mil out of that $1 million. But what I'm saying is I was content with what it was, living my life accomplishing the great things that I've accomplished, and just moving forward, trying to become the next prime minister of the Vikings and using all my relationships in the entertainment business
Worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch,
and so that's what
and
it
then
was about.
anything
It wasn't
after that,
about,
we count that
yo,
as a bonus.
we're friends with Diddy.
Indeed.
I was locked up. I can't be your friend.
That one drops
Listen,
down.
you're not here for that. You got love for me.
Good coverage there. Force the ball
Buy a condo.
free, and it's second
Build a
down.
beachfront resort. Come do a show there. Come talk to the kids. Give some laptops.
They'll look to
That's how I
throw
treat
again.
those relationships.
Now, in 2020 during COVID, his press release, I guess it's an incident, an article that you led to an argument with your wife. That was later, I guess, dropped. What happened with that incident? It was withdrawn. What happened with that incident, and why was it so big? And I want to know what's worse, politics or the rap game? Because they seem like they both in your life like crazy.
I think both. I'd say politics.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Because I'm doing politics to help people and helping people
DeAndre Swift
come
taking
from where
it
you
in
come
from
from.
2
It's nothing
yards
like it.
out.
I was
And the
making music
Bears
for
answer
a
back with a
musician,
touchdown of their
but
own
to be
to
in my
break our
country,
tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
the gains from politics are
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they
but you
will
can
take
argue
a
if you make
7-point
music
lead.
and you're touching people's lives.
Now after the touchdown,
you're
here's
inspiring
Santos to
people.
kick this one away.
There's a game there too, but I guess I live where I'm at. And where I'm at right now, I wouldn't trade where I'm at in politics for anything. It's nasty.
And a
It's dirty.
decent
It's
return
this.
out to the
That's what it
27-yard
was.
line.
We had an argument, and so, there was an exaggeration of the events. And that's what
Now
she
the
said.
Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
Exaggerated.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter.
Do you remember your attorney, Matt Middleton, attempting to sit down between you
Now the
and
drive starts with a completion out to the right.
in order to
That's
tell you
good
how
for
to
a
deal?
gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time,
That's
he
one thing
closed
we
on him quickly and held him to a short game.
Oh my
Explain to
God.
people,
No,
Bring it
fuck
up
that's
here to
crazy.
right
right?
at the
Especially
40-yard
for
line.
myself who's never been to Belize. And why should people go to Belize? What's beautiful about Belize? Where should they eat? Tell us about the country that you smile about all the time.
Yeah, Belize is
So
paradise.
that time they got the left guard with a hole.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
All of the free world.
Complete to Addison on the out route.
We got the
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a third and
I got a few
4.
favorite resorts. If you understand, San Pedro, which is like
Up the middle,
Miami.
Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into the wall right around the line.
You know, I'm saying, little baby.
Wait till you see the other two. I was thinking, good thing one day change. I got AT&T's bundle for
Get iPhone 16 Pro on us, plus iPad and Apple Watch for 99 cents per month each, and save us $1,700.
Addison will go in motion left.
My place of choice, beachfront villa, the
Fourth
Lion.
down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time.
South.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Williams. The man is Komet, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
There's a place called Cana. That's Cayo. That's the border of Guatemala.
Operating from the gun. Williams.
Places that I would
being chased out left.
People to go.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers. Positive yardage. Well done.
Best food that you ever taste.
Here's Williams looking to throw on second
got it outside there.
It's complete to the tight end. Touchdown Bears.
Yeah, when I'm in, everybody's flying out there, so you got a few hours.
14-yard touchdown.
He owns an island, right?
A few hours.
Yeah, he always said that come to the lead with the tag. Come to the tag.
Jesus paradise. It's great to invest. We have a strong democracy. Strong transition of power. So we don't know. I'm not coming. I'm sick of white people.
After the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
There's no victimization. So your investment will be stable. Our violence is
and he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So most of the violence is restricted to those communities. So we don't have a problem with tourists. We don't have a problem.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. The interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Here and refuse to answer questions. Doesn't mean that I'm going to sanitize history or rewrite it to protect it.
That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan.
But forgiveness is extremely important.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. That's down the field for Jefferson. And Donald getting intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust. And unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they feel like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
I'll just work hard.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
No one owes me anything. You have a much healthier life, and that comes from a lot of prayer. That's why I spent, all that time
back to throw. Williams.
I don't regret that. That
try and set up the screen. It's complete.
I learned from that
He'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Not about being religious.
So the screen good for only 2. It's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to get the chains.
Forgiveness has to be about
Williams.
tolerance. Has to be about compassion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game.
So
it's a first
action
down.
sport. You can't, be on the pulpit, or you can't, wax.
Going to try up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple.
Not live
2nd and 8 coming up.
A clean life, not live a healthy life.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
I've been praying for 30 years, every single day. There was a time when I was incarcerated. I'd fast for 6 months, sun up to sundown. So
they'll stay on the ground with Swift, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Exactly where I am today, and being a political leader, we always talk
2
about
minutes
corruption.
left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
The office that I want to hold as the next Prime Minister.
So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Looking to throw. Williams. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2. So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:46 to go. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Complete this to Jefferson, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
I'm loyal to the character. That's what's
definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball
25 years instead of getting my friend, my brother in trouble, even though he was getting me in trouble. Right? So,
now Darnold.
God,
now
that relationship with God,
throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed.
I'm talking about when I was in the
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
And I said to God,
and that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Because I was just driving
the throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Ferrari last week, one of the biggest stars in America. And that's from growing up in Belize, where we didn't even have a toilet in my house, to a single-parent home in Brooklyn. I didn't ask you why and how then. So I'm not going to ask you why me now. All I'm going to ask you is give me the ability to endure what I'm going through. That's all. Because I know it's the most difficult thing I ever did was to become successful.
Be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And, making millions of dollars as an African Caribbean American is no easy thing I did in my life.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's
being incarcerated, I knew I could.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's 1st and goal.
And so, God has played a serious role in my life. You don't always listen, because I sat up for 10 years already.
But that's going to wind up incomplete.
Mistakes. You keep praying, and that's what the documentary's about. Keep praying, keep working. You fall, you get up, and it's all about analysis, self-reflection, constant. That's
You're constantly touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
The target is to be a good person.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at it. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
You made me understand some things to do. You made me overstand something because you said something just now. You said, I know what he told me about Tupac. So, you know he have the tendency to do that. So that he probably did say those things.
7 plays in length.
I understand.
Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So still a small chance here with a little over 30
But I love your story, man. I
go.
think that you are, just to watch you evolve over the years, you are a reason why you got to let things just play out. And you really shouldn't judge people when they're young, because you just never know the journey.
Justice for that's what I'm
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do have to recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Rather than to rehabilitate. So definitely, I hope that the people that are fighting, I got to acknowledge my friend Baz Dryson. She's a professor at John Jay, and she
The
does
win for the
wonders
Bears
with
just
her
around the corner. They go down to a knee.
going to really
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. There's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
The
And the
doctors
home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
At John Jay University. So definitely,
Normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
Touchdowns, 3 picks. Stop. Sadie, stop.